Hello guys, now 500 euros for families that are living here in Italy. The Italian government they've decided to assist about 1.1 million families living here in Italy with 500 euros. So how can you qualify for this 500 euros and what are the requirements and the process of getting this money, which I'll be explaining in this video. First of all, this is not the first time that they are doing it. They normally do this every year. So some of you maybe last year you were not qualified, so you will have to listen to this video again to see if you meet the requirements this particular year. Now, the first requirement is that you must have families, you must have children, at least 3 children. That is not to say those of you that have 2 children or that have a child, you also not get this money. You can also get it, but they will give priority to people that have from 3 children upward. So if your commune is not too big, after they settle that set of people, they can now focus on those that have 2 children or those that have just a child. And those that also have children that are minor children, small children, those that will also have higher priority as well. So not just you having children, you must also make sure that your ISE is not more than 15,000 euros. I'm not talking about could. I'm talking about ISE. It must not be more than 15,000 euros. So if it is more than 15,000 euro, you'll be disqualified. So how can you apply for it? Now you don't need to do any application. So the way it works is that IMS will bring out a list from your commune. They already know your ISE, they already know your status de familia. So they'll bring out this list and send this list to the commune. So if your name fall into that list, so the commune will either send you an SMS since they have your number, or they can send you letter to your house, or some commune can probably just call you on phone. But for you to also know if you're qualified, if you cannot wait for that letter, you cannot wait for the commune to call you can go to your commune website and just browse. You can see where they wrote carta dedicata a te. You will see it there, that blue card that they normally give people. So you see there, maybe you click on it, you'll be able to see the list of names that actually qualify in your commune. Yes, your name might not be there. So how to check it? You just go and check the code of your ISE, because all ISE here have their own code. You go and check the code of your ISE. You check the list in your commune if your ISE code is there. If you see your ISE code, meaning you are qualified, then you can be able to call your commune. Or better still, you can just call your commune directly. You tell them your name and see if you also qualify for it. Although the money they have not started it now, we are hoping they will start it from between ending of September and early October. That is when we are expecting it. So if you already have the card, they will credit that card automatically if you are qualified. So if the commune check and they see that your name is on the list, they'll communicate to you. Then you go to the commune and take the letter from them. So that letter you take to the post office, then the post office will give you this card whereby we have 500 euros inside. But if you already have the card and you are among the people that they selected this particular year, you don't need to go to the post office. Just all you need to do is to be checking that card periodically to see if they have credited you with that 500 euros. So that is how it actually work here. Now this year own is slightly different from the way it used to operate. This year own, they give you that card. Mind you, you cannot use it to buy fuel for your car, and you cannot use it for transportation purpose. Maybe use it to buy telepass. Those of you that normally use autostrada, you get close to it, the autostrada will just open. You pay for that service, so you cannot use it to do it this particular. So that is just the only two slightly difference. So they give you the card. You can only use the card to do shopping, things that they eat, so that they will not block your name. I beg you, in the name of God. And for those of you that might feel bad that my ISE is more than 15,000 euro, so meaning I'll be disqualified, I'll not be able to get this money. So what I normally tell people is that you don't need to feel bad that you are not qualified for this type of bonus. It is our prayer that God should change our financial situation so that we'll move from one level to another. I told you several years in my videos that Europe or life is stage by stage. There was once upon a time when I used to have ISE of about 7,000. But there's a time that God also changed my story. My ISE grew to about 10,000. Before it grew to about 15,000. Now I have ISE close to about 20,000 euros. So some of these bonus don't also get to my hand. But I'm happy because my financial situation is improving. So that is how you should, that's the type of mindset you should have, so that you not feel bad that, I'm not a poor person, or my ISE is very high, so I'm not qualified. No, don't feel bad. If your ISE is more than 15,000, just be happy that you are moving forward. You are moving forward. Those that are qualified today, don't also be too happy that you are qualified today. Also pray that you should also get to a stage whereby you don't depend on all this bonus, all this handout from the government, that you should get to a stage whereby you only be earning, you are not even interested in all this type of bonus because your financial level might have also increased. This is just my own personal counseling to those of you that might feel bad, because it is painful seeing your colleagues, seeing your friends collecting 500 euros and nothing is coming to you. But just encourage yourself with this, that it is a sign that you are doing well in Europe. So this is just a word to encourage you. So please use Send. That happens to be the best app everybody are now using to send money to Nigeria because it has the highest exchange rate. If you put my promo code Heroes TV, they will dash you €5 in your first transaction. Whether you are sending €5, you are sending €10, whichever amount that you are sending, they will see that you have €5 in your first transaction. You can get Send from Apple Store or from Play Store. Thank you very much.